And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. So this is part 2 of AV Vapes review. Before I get started, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Okay, so first up out of the last 5 is going to be get it to clear up there. It's snozberries. There we go, snozberries, which I have loaded up in a Kanger Mini Pro Tank 3. Yeah, I'm busting out the small stuff again. And that is dual microcool to 1.2 ohms. I've got this on my swivel stick. Now this goes up to 5 volts, so there we have it. Oh, by the way, those air holes, that's what allows me to push a little bit better of a cloud out of the Mini Pro Tank 3. Now, snozberries. Snozberries taste like snozberries. No, I'm just kidding, peeps. Snozberries is more or less a strawberry, raspberry, blueberry concoction. It's a really good vape. I find this to be like all day vape worthy. So flavor profile on this one, give it 9 out of 10. Now the throat hit, I'm gonna give it a mild 6 out of 10, and the vapor production 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of aha. That's right. This ain't no Denny's here, and I have that loaded up in my Stellaire, which I have dual microcool to 0.5 ohms, and I have that on my special edition KL Caravella. Let's have a vape. This is my second favorite out of the entire bunch they sent to me. This more or less is like a waffle or pancake with syrup, butter in there. Ooh, it's a buttery, syrupy, pancake, waffly type vape. It's definitely all day vape worthy. It's not too sweet, but it's sweet enough that it makes you want to vape it more. Flavor profile on this one, I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. Throat hit on this, I'm going to give them a mild 6 out of 10. And vape production, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So here we have orange Tic Tac. Can anybody guess what this flavor is going to be? I have that loaded up in my Dreadnought, which I have dual parallel cooled 20 gauge that comes out to be about 0.2 ohms. Let's have a vape. So it's not a menthol that's in this, as most people would suspect. It's more like a mint. What mint? Not exactly sure, but it is. There is orange to it too, and they're balanced out, so it makes it taste like an orange Tic Tac, which is really good. I was actually vaping this the other day, and somebody said, "Hey man, it smells like orange Tic Tacs." I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it's called. So flavor profile on this one, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. This is definitely all day vape worthy. If you're a menthol enthusiast like I am, you're gonna love orange Tic Tac. Throat hit, I'm gonna have to drop it down to a 4 out of 10 because it's got that coolness factor to it. And the vape production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Okay, it says strawberry custard. Everybody knows, my peeps know, my biggest weaknesses are my fruity menthols, and what, my peeps? That's right, custard vapes. I have that loaded up in a Stellaire, which I have dual parallel microcoil to 0.4 ohms, and I have that on my brand new 10 DAO mod, which I'll be doing a review on probably next week. I just got this in the other day. It's from Taiwan, if I remember correctly. Flavor for days. Flavor for days. Now, is this an all-day vape? It's all-day vape, all day, all night. So it's an 80 NV. And flavor profile on this, I'm gonna give this 10 out of 10. This is quite enjoyable. Throat hit, I'm gonna give this one 6 out of 10. That's my mild. And the vapor production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. And here it is, peeps, the last one, vanilla custard. Uh-oh, it's another custard. I have that loaded up in my original Orchid version 1. The one that had all the problems. But you know, that never stops me, does it, peeps? I think I've got about 5 different orchids now. And this is dual microcooled to, let's see what the DNA chip shows. 0.6 ohms. And we're going to fire this at 30 watts. Oh, you know, the orchids always give off real good airflow. That's what I've always loved about the orchids, especially the Orchid version 6. Oh my goodness, I can't get enough of that one. So, this is a custard through and through. Now, this custard, let's see, what can I say about this custard? This custard is a little bit on the sweet side. It's not too sweet, but it is sweeter than most of your typical vanilla custards. It's in the middle of being thick and thin, so it's not too heavy and it's not too light. It's in the middle. So the profile on this one, I'm gonna give it just a 10 out of 10. Almost makes a 10 plus out of 10. But if it weren't for that extra sweetness factor, then it would be a 10 plus out of 10. Throw it on this, I'm gonna give it a mild 6 out of 10. And of course, vapor production 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 5 more from AV Vapes. Now, the thing about AV Vapes is, since you can't directly order off of their website, you can call them on a number that they have, which I'm going to have right below their Facebook link here, and you'll be able to order directly from them by calling them. I'm not sure if they do international, but I do know that they take orders in from anywhere in the United States. So, to AV Vapes. Interesting names and interesting vapes for sure. I don't know what AV stands for. Maybe it's all vapes. It's a really good name though. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube, and as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping. Before we get started, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for purpose of conducting a review. Blah, 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 blah.